Surprise, new hair. A lot of stuff going on. Oh my god, today's a big day. I'm finally back. I've got so much to tell you guys. Thank you all so much for the subs. I really appreciate it. Taj, thank you so much for the 6 months. Slayer, thank you. Gunner, thank you for the prime. Gunner, thank you for the 10 gifted. Love the hair. Thank you guys. Holy shit. I have a big talk today with you guys. Yeah. I kind of have. Damn, I'm like already emotional. It's like been a long 2 weeks. It's been a hell of a 2 weeks. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to come back to streaming now. But I feel like now that I'm actually here in front of you guys, I'm like, fuck. I don't know why it feels so intense today. I need to relax. Okay. Sorry, my eyes are dry. I missed you guys too. Welcome in, everyone. So many people are here early today. It has to have been my go live noti. It has to be. Big moment right now. Well, it's not really a big moment. I did just want to like kind of get into where I've been and like share with you guys what's been going on like for the last 2 weeks and just like where my mind is at and what I've been doing, future plans. Did you lighten up your hair? I did. I got like highlights in my hair for the first time in my life. I'll tell you guys what inspired it. It was so impulsive as well. It took me 5 hours. Well, it took the girl at the salon 5 hours to make. It looks great. Thank you. Thank you guys for all the compliments. You're so kind. Thank you. Thank you. How are you guys? How has it been? I know like a few of my friends have been telling me that you guys went into their streams and asked where have I been or when I'm coming back. I was posting a few updates in my Discord server. So yeah, those of you that are in my server saw. Now force them to watch the VOD. Oh yeah. So you want me to start right now? I do have plans to play Rivals in a bit, so I will get into it. I wanted to tell you guys what's been going on. So it is kind of like, I don't know if people are uncomfortable, like trigger warning or like letting y'all know. I'm gonna be talking about some loved ones that have passed. And if you're like struggling with that, or if you know, trigger warning, don't want to talk about it or hear about death, that is going to be a topic for at least the beginning of my stream. It's been hard. It's been a little bit rough. Sorry for your loss, Leah. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'll let you know kind of what happened. I'm doing good now. I'm okay. Hatch, thank you for the prime. Sorry for your loss, Leah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I got so many DMs like giving condolences and just like reaching out if I needed to talk. And I was like, wow, like you guys are actually the best. You're so sweet. You're so kind. Like I really missed you guys. I really did. It was just, I think it's just been hyper emotional and like a very, you know, like mentally a lot weak. It's been more than just like loss in a way. So let me get into it. So 2 weeks ago, my grandma was sick for like a few years now, and she was kind of like declining. So a few months passed, I would see her in the hospital, and you know, we kind of like, I kind of gradually like watched her decline, and she kind of like started getting sick due to old age. And so I got to say my goodbyes to my grandma and really go through that with her. And unfortunately, last week she did pass away, or 2 weeks ago. But it was really unexpected when my grandpa on my other side of my family, he kind of died very suddenly, and I was very close to him. So that one kind of like really hit me, you know, because I just didn't expect it. And it wasn't necessarily like old age. He did have cancer. God bless him. Yeah, it was very tough to like deal with and just like hear about and just be along with that process and just like seeing that. And I think what hit like the most was they both died in the same exact day. And it was like in the morning I was like visiting my grandma, and just like seeing her and just like having to deal with that and watching my family, especially my dad, he was a wreck. And then like a few hours later, like I rushed to the hospital, and then that happened as well. And like just like two in the same day. I had lost my grandma on my mom's side 3 years ago, and it was okay for me. I think that you know, obviously it was really emotional that week, but I think it was really like we got to say our goodbyes and it was like that. But I think this time it was just so different because it was like both in the same day, and I think I just wasn't ready for like all that emotion and like all that to hit me, and just like my whole family was kind of like scrambling and like a little bit like dysfunctional, I get. Well, like not dysfunctional, but it was like, oh, everyone grieves in a different way, and like who to be there for who, and kind of like watching that chaos. It was like a lot, and then I wanted to be there for my mom, I wanted to be there for my dad, and then I kind of like stopped being there for myself and like kind of thinking about how I'm feeling, and then eventually like, I was like sitting with it, and I was really going through like a lot of reflection, with myself and just things like that. So I think I started really going through the struggle of like a balance between I want to like live my life, because I was struggling between this like I need to live while I have time, but also like I need to make sure that I like have a good support system and people I love around me. So it's kind of just like a balance between like, oh, like life, and I don't know, I think just everything hit me all at once, like in the last 2 weeks, like mentally. So I just been going through like all the emotions, all the feelings. And I kind of started falling into like this like self-identity, like what does it feel like? Like I started doing like a lot of self-reflection, and I was like, oh, like who am I? Like what? And it's just like all started spiraling. Like I'll be honest, like I think I could have probably been back to streaming if it was like sooner, if it was just like I had to grieve a few days, like we had to go through the funeral process, things like that. And existential crisis, like I low-key had an existential crisis, chat. Like I had a freaking quarter life crisis. I was like, what is going on? And it really just every single day, like I started thinking more and more, and I just started feeling like my whole life I was living my life as like I just never felt like I was really in charge of my own choices. Do you know what I'm saying? I kind of started feeling like, oh, choices kind of made me and I didn't make my own choices. And it was more like I was living my life with like a lot of kind of like fear. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I think fear held me back from many things. It held me back from like even something as simple as like learning how to drive. I was like, I'm scared to get my license. I'm scared to get in a car, like be by myself and drive, because I'm scared to hurt somebody. Or I'm scared to dye my hair. And I never ever dyed my hair my whole life. I never got a tattoo my whole life because I'm like, oh, it's permanent. Like, what if what if I regret it? Or if I never dyed my hair because I was like, oh, I don't want to damage my hair. Or like, I love my hair. What if I hate it? And I always used to think about these like what ifs. I always used to think about this like fear of like, something that's stopping me, or just like these things. And I was just like, I think just watching all like this process unfold, and just realizing like life is too short to like live in regret, to live with this worry, to live with this like, what am I gonna, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of just really impulsively just like inspired me to like dye my hair. And I called my hair girl the next day, and I was like, or that day, and I was like, girls, like I need a haircut, dye my hair. I was like, what can we do? What's something that's like the most like low maintenance? Like, I don't want to freaking dye my hair pink. Like I wasn't going crazy. I mean, I was, but I wasn't like going that crazy, So I was like, girl, like, what can I do? And she's like, oh, you should get a balayage. Like, that's like a good starter. Like, it's a good low maintenance hair. And I was like, no shot, which is basically what I have now. And I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it. Maybe in like 4 months I'll dye my hair pink, or maybe I'll dye it like red or something fun, And I just feel like I've been thinking too much, I think too much about like plans with content, or like basically like my life plans. And anyway, that's just kind of what my mind has been going through in the last 2 weeks, but with many, many layers. And just some days I was feeling really happy, some days I was feeling just really sad, other days I was feeling guilty. I was like, what if I did this, and what if that, and then this, and just things started piling up. And other days I was feeling really inspired, and I think today was one of those days where I was like kind of feeling really inspired to like do something and get active about my life and just things like that. And anyways, this all led to something that you guys are gonna like clown me for because I know I already have 7 fucking YouTube channels. But I kind of wanted to start a YouTube channel where I start sharing like more about like my thoughts, my life, podcast style videos, things like this, you know? You'll have an serious mention you Wolverine. I fucking peeped that. I saw that. I was like, guys, I'll be getting to rivals in a second. Politics channel? No, that's not what I mean. I just mean more like personality style videos. You know, getting cozy and like I'll literally like making like a podcast in my bed or just like a little YouTube video where I'm like, okay, like let me tell you guys about what's been going on with me this week or a little life update or this and this happened. And I make a 10-minute video just talking about my life or yeah, things like that. Or, you know, I also kind of want this channel to be a little bit more of like a display of my talents. Where I kind of have like these challenge type videos in my rivals channel. I have like highlight style videos and I've learned like so much about YouTube and I feel like it's a perfect kind of combination where I could do either a podcast, I could do like a Q&A, I could do like get ready with me's, I could do anything, like whatever on that channel, and I feel like that's kind of where my mind is at right now. Where I just do whatever and stop thinking so much about like, oh, like, you know, how are people going to see me without makeup? Like, what if I don't, you know, oh, what if, you know, this and what if, oh, this insecurity and then what if that and then, oh, you know, like I may have to make sure to like clean my room today and then like all these fucking thoughts. And I'm just like, literally no one cares. Like literally no one cares. And I think that that's just been like all this whole funnel of like my emotions the last 2 minutes, the last 2 weeks. This is just kind of where I'm at. So I don't know. I just wanted to fill you guys in. I wanted to try it out today and like tell you guys more about this kind of stuff, you know? Damn, she went through it. No, I really did. I know I really freaking did. Because I know like me of 2 weeks ago would just have come back and been like, yeah, guys, I'm okay. And then played a game. So I kind of want to do more just chatting with you guys. I want to like share more about my life, you know, when I feel comfortable to. She had an awakening in these 2 weeks. Yo, I really had an awakening. Cooking with Liuh. Yo, I read cooking and I was like, I kind of also want to do cooking content. And like, I just hold myself back from too many things. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit, you're back. She had an epiphany. It was a whole 2 weeks, guys. It was a whole lot of thoughts, a whole lot of decisions. And yeah, I just wanted to share about that. I understand. Yeah, I understand it now moment. No, literally, that's kind of really what I've been going through. Start a vlog channel. Yeah, it's just gonna be a whole lot of everything. It's just gonna be a whole lot of everything. And I think that's just like gonna be my mindset and plan going into like 2026. I don't know if anyone else in the chat has been like struggling in 2025, but literally me and everyone I know has been going through some crazy fucking shit in 2025. It's been a crazy year. I think it's been like the hardest 2 weeks of my life the last 2 weeks. I think it's just like everything has just been it's just been a fucking year and I'm so excited for 2026. I'm gonna celebrate the shit out of this New Year's and just go into the new year with like this whole new era. Everyone's been struggling this year. Yo, literally everyone, me, my family, like my friends, everyone I know, this year has been really crazy for them. I got a concussion the day before my birthday a few months. Jesus, I hope you're okay now. Literally everyone I know, people are going through freaking life changes like marriage, they're going through divorces, they're going through breakups, they're going through bankruptcy. I know everyone, people going through all of this shit. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like it's definitely been an odd year. It's definitely been, I think, a year of change. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like this year really changed me. I feel like the shit I've been through kind of really, it's really been a year of change. Are you doing okay besides all the crazy shit? No, yeah, like I'm actually doing great now. I think that today has been a really good day. I had like a few good days in a row and I was like, okay, you know what? Now that like my mental is like kind of back, I was like, it's a good time to start coming back to streaming and yeah, just being able to talk to you guys. I feel like even just being live and like talking about it, like this is the first time I like actually talk about like my mental state right now. And like I'm not gonna lie, like my life isn't crumbling. Like I'm not like going through it like to that extent. I know like people go through a lot worse, and it, you know, I'm really like I'm okay. I just like I don't know. I think I just like really mentally deteriorated myself. Like I just started breaking down my own like fucking mental. I'm like, oh, like I need therapy, like I need help, like I have trauma, but it's like I'm okay, guys. That's like so okay. I'm loving the hair though. I keep looking. You like it? I'll be honest. I like my brown hair a little bit more, but I don't regret it at all because I don't know. It feels good to like look at myself and like see a change, you know? Did you dye your hair? I did, Matt. Trying to listen, but like the hair is confusing my brain. Really? I asked my stylist, by the way, and I was like, hey, like what color would you see on me based on like my skin tone and my face type? I was like, if ever I would get a different haircut or like a different hair color, I was like, what do you think would look good on me? Like blonde? What do you think black? Like what's the vibes? And she's like, you have really warm undertones. And she said black would be too harsh on me, and I was kind of sad because I wanted to do black like one day. I probably still will anyway, like that's not gonna stop me. But she's like, yeah, black would be like way too harsh, and she was like, blonde would wash you out. And she's like, you have like a good like, she said I have like a warm tones or whatever, warm undertones. And then she was like, I see like a cherry red, and I was like, oh. She was like, yeah, she's like, I see like a fucking dark red. And I was like, yo, yeah, red. I was like, who fucking knows, guys? Get a buzz. Get a buzz. Do black. I wanted to do black. I did. I just think it's smarter to go like light right now, because once you go like darker, like if I were to go black, I would never be able to go blonde. Like there's no fucking way. Low taper fade. That's the vibe. I swear Liuh stole my hair color. Liuh with dark red hair would be fire. Like maybe one day. I don't know. I mean, I just got this done. It cost me a lot. It cost like $400, $500. So it was definitely a lot. But the girl, she did a really good job. She like went back in like 2-3 times to like fix it up and all that shit. She was really like taking her time and perfecting it. So I don't want to like change it too quickly. You know, I still want to sit with it for like a good couple months or maybe even a year. Hair's perfect for the rest of fall. No, I'm definitely keeping this shit for like a year, guys. I'm not changing my hair again. Oh, hell no. And then, because she told me too, she was like, once you dye your hair for the first time, she's like, it gets addicting. And I was like, oh, I know it's going to get addicting. Like looking at myself in the mirror and like seeing like a different person, I'm like, and it's not even that big of a change, okay? But seeing like a different person, I'm kind of just like, I'm addicted. I'm already addicted. I want to try red. I want to try black. I want to try blonde. My brother is calling. He doesn't know Liuh is back. You're like, I'm busy. It's addicting, especially when the gray ones first appear. Guys! Oh my god, that's another thing. Okay, so I was fucking going through it 2 weeks ago, and I look in the mirror. I'm like fucking sobbing every night. I'm like, I'm going through it, okay? I'm going through it, and I look in the mirror, and I find my first white hair. I'm 23! I'm 23, bitch! I saw my first white hair. I'm like, the fucking tears came out too. I was like, right now? Really, bitch? Like, really, this fucking world, like, it just kept piling shit onto me, and I was like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. Fuck this shit. It was like right on top of my head too. It was like around here. Now you don't see it anymore because my hair like dyed and she put like a toner here, so it kind of covered it. But I was like, damn! I saw my first white hair. I'm 23. Officially an unk. Bro, now I believe you guys. Now I fucking believe you guys when you're like, Liuh, you're auntie. Liuh, you're unk. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, the fuck I ain't. Yes, I